There you
We
are.
going? Yeah, we are. Hey, I just saw it turn red. Good, we're good. Hey, it's Cousin Vinny here on the Cousin Vinny Network, bringing you another episode, another exciting preview of what's going on here at the Christopher Mall with the latest updates. Hello, Millie.
Hey there. Hi, Vinny. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Things are getting better, better and better each day.
Well, good. So soon you'll be able to see out of both eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one and a half. Okay.
One and a half.
I
Okay.
don't think they can fix the really bad one yet. Anyway,
Okay.
I think we've got something we need to talk about today because it's been in the news, and
Right.
I think it's important that we kind of give everyone an insight as to what's happening, and that's the big 800-pound gorilla, the movies.
Right. Right. We'll talk a little bit about Regal Cinema. As it's been reported,
Yes.
they are not, as of Thursday, they will not be, they're closing down um, all of the cinemas across the country.
Yeah, it
And
was like 530 I saw this morning on Varney and Company.
right,
Yeah.
right. So um, I just got a low battery notice on my phone. So if I disappear, you'll have to take it.
Okay. Oh no, another
But
technological issue, battery
they,
issue.
yeah, they have, as everybody knows, they did not reopen here.
Right.
They were considering it and they were thinking about it. They were not successful with their reopening in Inverness. Very very slow. They opened a couple theaters. They ran two shows per theater, and like she told me, she was done by 1:30 during the week. So she
Right.
and then on the weekends they did two shows each, but
Right.
people just are not showing up to the movies,
Yeah.
as well as there are no new movies.
Right.
They did report that over the news. There
Yeah.
are no new movies until 2021. The new Bond movie, I think, is coming out in April of 21,
Yeah.
and then there's some other really good ones that aren't coming out until later in the year. So
Yeah.
that's had a lot to do with what's going on with the theater.
So we know that that's a major impact nationwide. So it's impacted every community far and wide. So now that we have the news is out there,
Right?
it may come
What
back.
does it do to us? What does
Yeah,
it do to them all?
yeah. What does it do for the mall? What doesn't it do for the mall? So
Right.
we talked about this many a time. There's an asset here. That's
Yes.
the movie theaters.
Right.
Now let's have people start thinking of outside the box ideas. We talked a little bit briefly before we went on air about maybe community theater or old movies. There are some independent movie companies out there
Yes.
that are looking at possibilities of other venues to put their product in. They may not be the first run, but you know what? I like some of those movies in a bigger screen. I don't want to sit in front of a 60-inch where, some of those classics
Hmm.
could be real. I mean, look at the drive-ins since Corona. The
Yeah.
drive-ins have come back with force.
Right. And there a lot of them are running classic old movies. So
Right. They're playing
yeah.
the old Godzilla movies and King Kong and
Right.
the
Right.
fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have that capability.
Yes.
I am reaching out to a couple of independents to see if they would be interested in opening up. We have a really classic theater, and um, there's a way to work with ownership here to be able to open um, and do an economical ticket price. But there are leasing companies out there. That's how the movie theaters. That's how Regal and all of them.
Right.
They lease the movies. They pay
Right.
a annual fee, and
Right.
they get the movies, and it's open to everybody. But
Right.
we have everything from. There's a company that does operas and live theater. There's company that does classics. There's company that does the independent films, the film
Right.
festival films.
Right.
So there's all kinds of things that could happen. And you can take a theater and have it available for the schools to use. You could take another theater and have it available for uh, people in the community to use. So if somebody wanted to put a movie up
Right.
uh, and you know have their church group in for a movie,
Right.
it's there for they pay a small fee to get in and to be able to use the facilities.
And with a lot of these other companies too, they're doing streaming of events too, so that you could do a live event, a concert that maybe was
Yep.
being done someplace
Yep.
else. It could be another, so the again, the infrastructure is here, the bones are here for other people to do some of those things.
Yes.
So if you're part of a group or know of a group that has been wanting to host something, again, till the social distancing and we get through this next phase of our opening up the country and the state, at some point, by the first of the year, we're not going to be 100%, but more people are going to want to do some other activities than sitting in front of the old boob tube of
That's
TV
right.
at home.
Right. So, but what everybody needs to understand, we've been 7 months now without a movie theater, and we're
Right.
still open and in operation.
Well,
And our ownership here
that's it.
owns this property. They do not make payments on this property. They do not
Right.
have a mortgage,
Right.
and they have the ability and the wherewithal to be able to, sustain this for the long term.
Well, during the whole period of the last 6, 7 months, maintenance has been here.
Oh
When
yeah.
everything else kind of shut down and went away for a while there for months, they were in here, doing the upkeep, doing some updates, and maintained things so that it didn't deteriorate. And in a lot of these other centers and malls around the country, that's not happening. The owners have basically just walked away from them.
Right. Well,
So
and Regal's a good example. They just let everybody go.
yeah,
And I don't know what they're going to do this time. Last time they kept a manager in every theater for part-time, 20 hours. And so this time I don't know what they're going to do.
I got
At
to
this
venture
point,
that they basically pull the plug on it.
yeah, we're good. We're in a good position right now to be able to work something out for the first of the year, to be doing something on our own.
So everybody out there, think about some creative ideas.
Right.
Your friends, relatives, maybe some acquaintances that had some ideas. Bring it to Millie.
Yep.
I mean, there's no crazy or wrong idea. I mean, all you can do is present it, and if it makes good sense,
Right.
why not?
Right. I had somebody threw esports at me, but I don't know what's involved with that. That's something I'd have to research. But there
Yeah.
are all kinds of capabilities. You have 9 theaters in there. You have one large theater and one medium-sized theater, and the rest are 150 seat kind of thing. So enough to do a couple of runs if somebody wanted to do something.
Well, again,
But
too, some of your civic groups that want to have maybe a social or event or whatever it is, or a church
mhm,
that needs a place for overflow or something like that, or a streaming, church. Or, I mean, there are so many variables and options out there. Don't let it limit you.
right. The
Just
school
because
district
it's a
used
movie
to
theater.
have they would order a movie for the kids to see.
Yeah,
So, and that's out there. That's available also. So that's another potential.
Yeah.
The Regal did it. They had to pay a pretty hefty price to use it at cinema, and we don't have to do that now. So
right.
this will kind of be a new venture, and it'll be interesting to see how this morphs. Again, we're gonna wait until we you see what happens with the general public. Right now, the general public is still not feeling comfortable enough to
Right.
go into the movie theaters.
Right.
So it's we're a couple months away, like you said, through the end of the year, and then
I think until the end of the year, until we get through the holidays, and everyone starts feeling a little more comfortable being out and about and doing networking and doing things like that. Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
by then, this is the time to set the seeds, the planning.
Right.
What are
Exactly.
your ideas? And again, Millie is here to take,
Right.
even if you think it's just harebrained nuts, just, I mean,
any idea is not nuts. I mean, they're all everything has some
Yeah.
value, and you'd be surprised, from one little nugget comes.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yes.
So,
All right.
Benny, we have a lot of tenants in here. We have people who have been shop owners here for a long time.
Yeah.
Some brand new ones. We have a couple new ones coming in
Right.
in the next couple of months. So people need to come out, try to get out, walk around, see what's here, especially now with the holidays. Get in here and try to support the businesses we have. They're talking about this holiday season is not going to be the Black Friday holiday.
Right.
A lot of the stores are all now starting their Black Friday now in October.
Yeah.
And you're going to see it everywhere you go. You'll see
Yeah.
Christmas already.
Right. Right.
That's because they got to get a running start to try to make up for it. It's not going to be as big as it was last year. So
Would you entertain maybe some pop-up tents if people wanted to come in for like weekends and stuff like that?
there's always that potential. We will
Yeah.
have the RSVP will have their market every
Okay.
weekend in December.
Yeah.
And so that's always good. We will be having Santa Claus this year. We found a neat way to socially distance that. So that'll be fun. We have the cutest little chairs you've ever seen.
Oh, geez.
They're like two little thrones. So
Oh, wow. That's cool.
yeah, it's very cool. So we're definitely going to be doing that, and they need to watch for the postings on that on Facebook.
Okay.
But I want people to feel comfortable to come in. There's massage gift certificates, there's hair and nails gift certificates that people can be purchasing for gifts.
The tattoo parlor.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Again, we've said that so many times. We're all in kind of new territories.
yeah,
But again, these are people who, withstood the worst of it and are still here
right.
and haven't given up. I'm going to pop some messages in here. So you tell me if you can read them, Millie, because I can't see them. So I'm going to pop a message in.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that one say?
It says hi.
Okay.
Hi, Vinny. Yeah.
What's that one say?
Insanity fireworks here.
Insanity fireworks here.
Yeah,
Okay, here goes another one.
Is the movie place closing forever?
One
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. General public is feeling comfortable. Only a select group is not. So this is somebody who is saying that the general public is feeling comfortable coming out. It's just
Yes.
the small group, and it could be some of the older people who are feeling uncomfortable. But you can't come to a better place. This place is clean,
Yep.
and you've got plenty of room. You're not sitting next to somebody if you sit down to eat, and we've
Well, I'll
got
give you an example. A month ago, I was at the DMV get an extension for whatever my problem is, and there were people in there with masks on and socially distancing.
Mhm.
This morning, when I went in to get another extension because of my surgery coming up this month, people weren't wearing masks, but they were still social distancing in seats. They weren't sitting on top of each other,
right.
and it seemed a little more relaxed, not as intense.
Right.
So we're slowly, coming to the point where, okay, I'm careful, I'm cautious, I'm alert to what's going on around me,
Mhm.
and I'm going to live my life, and that's what we're trying to get across here is that.
Well, they can come in safely, and they can wear a mask, and they can
Sure.
wear gloves, and we have hand sanitizers everywhere. So, but I think people really need to think about what they want the landscape to look like here in Citrus County in the next year. Because if you don't go out and try to support some of the businesses, not just here at the mall,
Right.
but everywhere, over in Inverness, everywhere's a ghost town right now. You
Oh
need
yeah.
to go out and support them any way you can, and because they won't be here. There are a lot of businesses some won't even make it to Christmas. And some businesses, and these are large companies, you're looking at
Mhm.
cinema that
Mhm.
is strapped financially.
Yep.
You look at GNC, they have filed for bankruptcy.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of different organizations. J.C. Penney's is now finally down and out.
Right.
So these are only the beginning. Your mom and pops, they need your support more than ever to
Mhm.
stay open. A lot of them are draining their bank accounts, having the doors open to have something here for you. They've bought the
Right.
inventory. They need you to come in and buy it.
Yeah. And, yeah. Oof.
Yeah, it's
It's a lot. It's a strain on everyone. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
I see it in my profession, in the real estate profession, in education and everything else that I do, that everyone's kind of like, you know,
Right.
malaise a little bit. I mean, we're slowly coming out of it, and I think with a little more time, we still got a little more time for everyone to feel a little more comfortable. But again, like you said,
The
the
mess-
owner
yeah,
here
the
is
right.
not stressed out with having obligations and making a mortgage payment. So
No, we're here we're not closing, and the mall is definitely not closing. So, and I told, I had they called me from the newspaper today for information, and I told them we're not going anywhere, and we're definitely not giving up on this place. So it's this, we have the potential to reuse, and the city of Crystal River will work with us on reuse, and that's what we're going to do. We'll come up with some repurposing of some of the bigger buildings,
Right.
which creates the filling of the other
Right.
spaces. So
Yeah, I mean, examples, there's two. You got on two of the anchors, you got Rural King, they're
right,
slamming, they're still churning away.
yeah,
Yeah, the business may have gone down a little bit in volume, but they're still here. And look at Amuse Me. I mean, he's putting a lot of time, energy, and money
yep,
into bringing activities there. He needs the community support. He's been out there marketing like crazy,
right,
and the community needs to, step up. And
right.
yeah, I know that, money's tight for everyone right now, but just a few dollars can help tremendously. You don't have to spend 1,000 or 100.
No, no. I think and it's sometimes it's just coming in to see what they have, and
Yeah.
and communicating with them and thanking them for being in business and being
Yes.
here.
Yes.
That's a big thing.
Right.
So, but there's no question. Everybody's feeling the pinch. It
Yep.
doesn't matter how big or little they are.
Yep.
And we all need to support. Other than just online, we need to support our local businesses.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of the message I wanted to get across. We're here. It's been 7 months since the theater's been open, and we're still here.
Yep.
And we will continue to be open. We are working to fill that void, and that may not be something that happens until the first of the year,
Right.
as we work through what we have to do. But
Right.
we definitely are thinking in that direction. So I thanks for the opportunity, Vinny, for letting me for us to discuss this today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Millie. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, you heard it. Again, it's been a trying time for everyone, and we're going to get through it. We've gone through the worst of it. I think we're just now coming on the other side. A lot of people are still a little concerned about the economy. Economy's doing well in a lot of places. We're a unique situation in this marketplace. The other thing that Millie, we were going to talk about is the Citrus Executive Hub, where I'm sitting in right now. This is the podcast studios here in the Citrus Executive Hub. You've been working from home. You've been doing those Zoom calls in your PJs. We've got space here. Millie's building out some more space because we've leased out all of the space in the first hub. We're going to hub 2 so that you can come in and work for a couple of hours. I'm not here 7 days a week. And the beauty of it is this space is open 7 days a week, mall hours. So if I want to work, tomorrow night, I can be here until 9 o'clock. Or if I want to be here on Saturdays and Sundays, I can be here during mall hours and do some work. So there's space available. We have a couple of companies that are in here and now on a little more of a permanent base. But, working from home is great, but it doesn't always work that great. I tried it for a couple of months, and it's tough. The other thing is we have the meeting space for those of you who are doing the Medicare or supplemental insurance programs right now, selling those. You need to have a meeting. You want to meet with someone. You can meet in the food court. You can meet in the hub. You can meet in the training center if you want to do a little seminar. So again, there's a lot of things here that go on here at the Crystal River Mall that people aren't aware of. And we try to do this each week just so to get you in tuned as to what's going on in our community. So I've got some things I'm going to be announcing on my other channel, on my Florida Real Estate University channel on Thursday. So we'll see you then. This is Cousin Vinny, and thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to the Crystal River Mall update on the Cousin Vinny Network.